Let's talk about the software developer's career progression, starting at getting a job. You've got your first job and now you're starting and you're trying to imagine what your first year is going to be like. Your first year is all about basically progressing through the learning curve and surviving the hardships that come in that year. So the hard part about year number one is you're joining usually a company or getting a job where you're either going to join a team that's already established working on a product or technology or maybe a game, and you probably don't have a lot of professional experience yet. Maybe you just graduated from college or you went to a boot camp. In any case, you've developed a whole bunch of theoretical knowledge, maybe a little bit of practical knowledge through tutorials or side projects here and there, but you haven't done a lot of professional work, which is a completely different ball game. And that's what becomes really hard in your first year. You begin seeing that, okay, I've joined a team working on this product or this technology, and they have a very specific software development process, or they have a very specific framework they want me to work with that I haven't experienced before, or maybe they work in the same language that I'm used to, but they're using a different version, and I haven't got a lot of exposure to that yet. So you're jumping into a role where you're having to learn new things, and you just came out of either your education, your degree program, or a boot camp where they basically taught you this theory in language XYZ, usually Java or C++ or C#, and you expect to use those things in your first job, but hey, no, you're not going to be able to, you finally find out. So you get stress and anxiety from learning that you're going to have to basically start from scratch again. So year number one is all about learning how to be confident in your skills and figuring out that learning curve. A part of that, something that really helps, is learning how to ask for help from your colleagues. If you have support, ask questions. If you want to learn what you did wrong, ask for feedback. One of the biggest and best ways to improve upon your skills and become more confident is to receive feedback and then to let your guard down a little bit so that you can be receptive and make change. All right? Year number two. If you've survived to this point, which I really hope you guys do, then you should be developing confidence and really working on improving both the soft skills that you worked on in year one, soft skills being how to communicate technical knowledge to your peers and colleagues and managers and maybe non-technical folk, and then also how to ask questions, how to take feedback, and also how to give feedback. Okay, those are crucial. They're going to help you in year 2 through 5 and then onward. Now, the other part of this is you need to be improving your technical skills. As you hit year 2, you're probably going to be thinking or possibly already transitioning from being a junior or entry-level developer to being a mid-level developer. A mid-level developer is usually dependable. They sometimes need guidance, but you're able to take on larger bits of code, larger pieces of projects, or maybe even run a small sub-project on your own. So you need to develop those technical skills. You need to understand how data structures and algorithms play into things, why an architecture is designed a certain way, and how to write unit tests, and then also how to do peer reviews, how to have somebody peer review your software, how to ask questions, so those social skills, all of these things playing together, those technical skills, as you improve them, you'll be able to take on more as a developer and engineer, and that's going to progress you into year 3. So year 3, and I'm trying to keep this within 5 minutes, so let me go fast here. Year 3, your social skills, you hopefully have developed them. If you have not, you need to push them in year 3, because as you progress into year 3, you should be becoming a mid-level developer, and you should be taking on projects kind of on your own with some guidance from a senior or lead. And then you should be used to peer reviewing or having other people review your code and accepting feedback and taking action on it. And your technical skills should now become solid. So you may not always know the solution, but you should be confident in figuring out how to figure out a solution with the languages you already know, or how to find a framework or language that will solve the solution optimally. So by year 3 onwards, say 3 to 5, you're a mid-level developer, you're developing your skills to transition to a senior developer role. Now you probably and should have the skills to really pick up most languages based on the fact that you understand how language mechanics work, how syntax changes between languages, and how to use frameworks. All right. That is your general career progression as an individual contributor or software developer. Good luck, you guys. If you have any questions, leave them down below.